but the jingle of bells over the door announced his presence. A woman walked out of one of the small offices with an expectant look on her face. Shockingly, every cell in Mac's body zinged to life. What the hell? Since Alicia's murder, he amended in his own mind, he'd had zero interest in women or sex. He sure didn't need the distraction. So what was going on here? Max stared at the woman, trying to figure out where the zap of invisible electricity was coming from. He guessed her to be mid-30s, maybe 5'5", and dressed in what he guessed was Saddlewell's professional attire. But her neat black slacks couldn't hide the graceful curves of hip and thigh, and a tailored blouse of some soft fabric caressed her breasts. Midnight black hair was pulled neatly back in a clip, and he had a sudden itch to free it and run his fingers through the silky-looking strands. Creamy skin, emerald green eyes, and naturally thick lashes accented a heart-shaped face. Unlike the businesswoman he was used to in San Antonio, she'd ditched high heels for comfortable flats, probably to accommodate all the walking through properties she did. Point to her for practicality without sacrificing appeal. Mr. McDaniel? Her voice was a low, smooth, warm contralto that wrapped around him like a soft blanket. I'm glad you found the office without a problem. He managed to pull his tongue back into his mouth. It wasn't too hard. No, I guess not. Saddlewell's isn't exactly San Antonio. She laughed softly and held out her hand. Nida Beloit. It's very nice to meet you. Ditto. The skin of her hand was soft, but her grip was strong and warm. The surface of his palm where they connected tingled as if needles danced on it. She wore minimal makeup, but to his eyes, she really didn't need it. Her lips were plump and full, enhanced only with some soft gloss, and a touch of mascara to enhance the thick curtains of her silky eyelashes. Something warm flowed through him, and he had to resist the urge to yank his hand away from hers. Shit! Why the hell was he even noticing anything about Nida Beloit? These days, he barely paid attention to any females at all. His awareness of her shocked him, and he did his best to ruthlessly suppress it, putting on what he hoped was his business face. Sorry I couldn't get here this morning, he apologized. I had some personal business to take care of. Hope that didn't inconvenience you. Not at all. She flashed him a smile. I made sure my schedule was flexible today. Why don't you step into my office for a second while I get everything together? He hoped she didn't think he was here for polite chit-chat. He wanted to get this taken care of with a minimum of fuss. Then he could get away from her and figure out why his libido, that he was sure had been buried under a ton of grief, had picked today to suddenly come to life. I'm really anxious to get this taken care of, he told her. Understood. I just want to be thorough. She picked up an iPad from her desk. I know you said you were only interested in the Hannigan place. However, so we don't miss out on anything, after your phone call, I pulled some similar properties I thought you might be interested in, places that are in slightly better shape. That's very thoughtful of you, but everything is on the way, she assured him, so we really won't be wasting time, and I feel obligated to give you some options. I'm really not, he caught himself. It would be faster and easier to let her do her thing, get to the place he was interested in, and take care of business. She frowned. You know the place is in a total state of disrepair, right? I'm not sure the pictures really showed you how bad. It must really be bad to go for the price that's listed. It is. She shook her head. It's so sad because it used to be a thriving ranch with bulls from excellent bloodstock. What happened, if I might ask? It's a long story. If you are still interested after you look at it and see the shape it's in, we can chat about it. The price interests me, he told her. That can cover a multitude of sins. You're the client. She picked up her briefcase and car keys and tucked her iPad under her arm. Well, let's get right to work then. She walked to the front door and turned the lock. I'm parked in the back. Mac looked around. Are you a one-woman operation here? She grinned. Sometimes I think so, but no. There are 4 of us. But the others are all out showing properties, and our part-time receptionist is running an errand. Shall we go? He didn't know what he'd expected her to drive, but not the hog of an SUV with oversized tires sitting in its spot. Is this yours?